Hi guys, just a short video on my Blackvue dash cam that I fitted to my Audi TTS. I think I told you in my last video that I was going to do a video on it, and so I thought now's the best time. It's quite opportune as well because would you believe I was involved in a smash about 4 weeks ago in my van, which I hadn't got a dash cam fitted to. I'd one fitted to the TTS, but not to the van. So as you can imagine, it was a bit of a traumatic experience, head-on crash, and not having the dash cam meant I didn't have any real witness to say it wasn't my fault, even though it wasn't my fault. Police turned up and they're kind of saying, well, no witnesses, etc., etc. But anyway, let that be a lesson to everyone that if you haven't got a dash cam, there's a very good chance that you will at some point be involved in an accident, and there will be a degree of toing and froing as to whose fault it was. And if you haven't got any witnesses, then I'm afraid you're on a hiding to nothing. But anyway, lesson learned, van written off, and I'll show you some pictures of that now. So there's the van. Trust me, it looked a damn sight better before the accident than it does there. Front end of the van came around the corner, the van I hit, or rather hit me, and just slid out of control and went into mine. There's another angle of the van, my van, and then there's the van that I hit, which, as you can see, a large Mercedes Sprinter which lost control coming round a left-hander for him and slid out of control, and you can see I just whacked into the side there and caused quite a bit of damage to the van. It actually went over the top of my van and landed in the field. So the closing impact was probably around about 60, 70 miles an hour, I guess. So as a result of that, I'm now off work and recovering at my partner's house in Cheshire. So there we go. Let that be a lesson. But anyway, onto the video itself, where I'm going to actually show you the dash cam installation in the TTS, showing how neat it is and how unobtrusive it is as well. So if anyone's got fears about fitting one, it's going to be in the way and everyone's going to see it and it's going to ruin the looks of the car, etc. Well, trust me, it doesn't. So anyway, there's the video. Rather, the dash cam, as you can see, you can hardly even see it on the edge there. It's so well fitted, you can hardly see it. And obviously when you stand back from the car, it's virtually impossible to see. Let's just go inside the car and have a look. Oh, there it is, up there. It really is very small. Neatly fitting there. So if you put it where I'm driving, so that's pretty much the view that I get when I'm driving it. You can hardly see it. It's tiny. Absolutely tiny. But very neat. By the same token, very, very neat. You can see it's not a large piece of kit at all. And where it's been wired in, it's hardwired. You can see the wire going up there. It goes up there, travels along there, under there, down there, and then into side of the door. It finds a live feed, and that's it. So extremely well fitted. Right, now the startup sequence for the Blackvue 600 is as thus. So it only activates once the car's started. So start the car up, you can see the blue light coming on, which indicates that it's going through its warm-up process. Then the orange light comes on. It'll speak in a minute to announce that it is getting ready to rock and roll. So it's actually filming at the moment, even though the full GPS hasn't. Okay, so now we've got the dash cam up and running. All you need to do in terms of looking at your videos is go to your laptop or your phone. Well, I'm filming on the phone, so I can't show it on this, or your iPad. Find the Blackvue, which will be in the settings. There it is there. Click on that. come out and go to the Blackvue app which you've installed. There it is. Click on that. And OK. Blackvue app. Okay, it's now connecting, loading data. There we go. So now you can review, look at all your last films that you've made, that you've been driving, or you can take the actual internal storage out of the Blackvue and watch it on your laptop or whatever. So these are all in, I think, 2-minute blocks. So if we go to say that one, it'll load it up. It won't play very quickly because I'm not actually in a good area to actually receive the signal. So you can see the quality is pretty good there. If I go into the play area there, start playing in a minute. There we go. It's got sound which I've turned down, but you can see the picture is really pretty good. Even in the darker settings there where it's driving along, see with the trees and everything else, you get a good view of that. So you want to look at another one. Let's have a look. Go back a bit, see if you've got something slightly more exciting than that. This is over the peaks. Derbyshire. So the picture is really clear, despite the fact it's not fitted quite average speed cameras, despite the fact it's not fitted directly in the middle of the windscreen. As you can see there, the rear view mirror takes up some of the space, but it's still excellent. Okay, and then what you can do, you can also go to live view, which shows the live view as it is at the moment. And you can move the camera up or down. I'm not going to move it now, but that's just about the right angle for it to be. So when you set the camera up, you can make sure that it's actually set at the right angle for recording, instead of fitting it and taking the internal card out and refitting it again, etc, etc. So all in all, excellent piece of kit, and one that I'd highly recommend that you get before you make the same mistake as I did in crashing your van through no fault of your own and being on a sticky wicket in terms of proving liability. But there we go. Such is life. So that's the DR600 Blackvue, which I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's discontinued now. But I got a good deal on it. I think I got it for £189, plus I had it fitted by a friend of mine, which charged £70 cash. So yeah, it was a good crack. So I hope you enjoyed that video of the Blackvue, and I'll catch up with you later.